Have you ever looked at your spouse and thought, there has to be another way to live than this? A few years ago, that's exactly where my wife, PB, and I found ourselves. For more than 20 years, I've been self-employed. I've always believed in working hard, taking care of my family, doing whatever it takes. And when we moved to Florida a few years ago, PB kept her California nursing position because the pay was significantly better than what she could earn locally here in Florida. And we also had family responsibilities both here in the US and overseas in Vietnam. So walking away from that income just was not even a consideration. So PB was working long nursing shifts as a pediatric ICU nurse out in California. I was here in Florida running our short-term rental business. We were both working hard. We were both trying to build a future. We were paying the bills, taking care of responsibilities. We were doing everything we thought we were supposed to do. But we were living more than 3,000 miles apart. There was one year we only spent about 4 weeks together. 4 weeks. That's it. And somewhere along the way, it's like work just became the center of our lives. Like every schedule, every holiday, every decision, everything revolved around work. And I just remember sitting there thinking, what good is all this if I can't even be with my wife? Like honestly, all I wanted to do was bring her home. And I know there are people watching this right now who understand exactly what I'm talking about. Maybe you're working long hours. Maybe your spouse is. Maybe you're carrying the financial responsibility for your family. Maybe you're building a business. Maybe you're working a lot of overtime. You're doing everything you're supposed to do, but the people you love are getting whatever time you have left over. See, that was our turning point. And around that time, we started seeing all these people online who just seemed to be living differently, like people who still had jobs, people were raising families, people who somehow had just more options and more flexibility than we did. And eventually, we ended up watching this webinar that introduced us to a completely different way of thinking about building income online. And for the first time in a long time, we felt like maybe, just maybe, there really was another path. So we decided to learn more. We took things one step at a time, and over time, things did start changing. The additional income began growing. The stress began to ease. And eventually, my wife was able to leave nursing and finally come home. Now, today, we work together. We travel together. We've built a business that gives us options and flexibility that we never thought possible. But the thing that means the most to me isn't the income, it's the time. It's having my wife home. It's not living 3,000 miles apart anymore. And I know there are people watching this right now who are hardworking, responsible, and care deeply about their families. People who want more options. They just simply want more time, more flexibility, and a chance to put family ahead of work again. See, those are the people that we love helping. If you're coachable and open-minded and willing to learn, then I'd encourage you to click the link and enter your name and email to watch our free workshop. Inside the workshop, you'll learn the 3 pillars that every successful online business needs. You'll discover why so many people struggle online and how the system we found helps us create more options and flexibility for our family. Then you can decide for yourself whether it might be worth exploring for your own situation, because at the end of the day, you can always make more money, but you can't make more time.